So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about protein servings and how to know that you are actually getting a serving of protein from the meal that you are having. Now, the reason that you want to ensure that you are doing this is because if you are wanting to build lean muscle tissue, you want to have regular servings of protein throughout your day, despite a little process which is called muscle protein synthesis, which is the idea of having a serving of protein, and it's going to help with repair and rebuilding of muscle tissue. And you want to have that throughout your day in regular spikes rather than just in one go. So you want to have regular protein hits throughout your day, basically. In terms of how many you want, ideally 4 to 5, but you can do it in 3. So as long as you have it within your 3 main meals. If you split your meals up further, then great, and you could do it in 3 meals, and you could have a high protein snack as well. So that's fine. But how to know you're eating enough protein within a meal in order to have that benefit? So you want to be having 20 to 30 grams roughly of protein within each serving in order to have that benefit. 20 to 30 grams will mean that you're having 2 grams of one of the amino acid compounds, which is leucine, which is basically needed in order for this process to happen. In short, with the science there. So to see that how you've done this, go into MyFitnessPal. So look at your meal, and then you want to look at the overall protein content for the meal. So if that protein content is 15 grams, then you've under-eaten on terms of protein. So you want that in that meal for at least to be 25, 30 grams ideally. 20 is like a minimum threshold. What you then need to do is actually look at the individual nutrient breakdown in terms of the ingredients. So let's go, for example, a meal of a chicken bagel, for example. So say, for example, your meal was coming out at 25 grams of protein. Brilliant, you've hit the threshold. But then you actually look at the individual ingredients and how much protein they're providing. So the bagel can provide about 10 grams of protein if it's a big one, and let's say the chicken is 15. Now in this instance, you would not actually be getting the benefit of protein in terms of getting that muscle protein synthesis, because only 15 grams of the protein is coming from the bioavailable source of the protein. Yes, bagels contain protein, but the protein in it isn't going to allow for that effect to happen because you want it to be a highly bioavailable source. So what I mean by that is a good quality source of protein which has all of the essential amino acids your body needs and can't produce itself. I could go into a full depth science lecture on that, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do is in the description is I'm going to leave a list of highly bioavailable proteins so you know what those are. So you want that 20 to 25 grams, 30 grams plus of protein to come from that source. So if that meal was 40 grams of protein in total and 25 grams was coming from the chicken and the rest from the bagel, then that would be fine. Another example of a meal where this could be the case is, let's go for a chicken and potato meal. Potato does hold a little bit of protein within it, but as long as 20 to 25 grams of the protein in the meal was coming from the chicken, then you would be fine. So when you just look at the meal alone, that is not enough. You need to make sure that 20 to 25 grams as a bare minimum is coming from the direct protein source itself, rather than just other bits and bobs within the meal. And that's another reason to be skeptical of these protein foods. So certain protein bars and foods, they say they're high in protein, but they're only like 7 or 8 grams. In terms of the actual benefits of protein that you're wanting, it isn't going to provide you with them. So I'll leave a list of those highly bioavailable sources in the description, and I hope that helps you understand protein servings a little bit more and how to actually track enough protein in order to get the benefit of protein within those meals.